Hi everybody! Another week of doing busy and bright activities. I have to say I'm loving the activities so far and seeing all your pictures. You did ever so well. So what are we going to do this week? Well, looking in our craft kit, we've got lots of these things called pipe cleaners, because in the old days they actually used to use them for cleaning pipes, which we don't bother with nowadays, but they're really good for craft ideas. So what can we do with pipe cleaners? Well, I think it was Jack who did a crocodile on using a lollipop stick and a pipe cleaner. So we're just going to do something I've kind of taken inspiration from you, Jack, but I've decided to do some pencil toppers, because we all love a pencil topper, don't we? So I'll take you through what I've done here, and then I'll show you how to do a couple of them. So this one is my beaver pencil topper. You can see he's got his big nose and his two sharp teeth, ready for chopping through all that wood. Another one I've done is a dog. Now this dog has got a green nose and he's sticking his tongue out a little bit at the side, a bit like dogs do when they're a little bit hot. He's got big floppy ears. Then I did an elephant. So there's my elephant with two big elephant ears and a big long trunk as well, and googly eyes, because we all love a googly eye. And then I've done a little rabbit as well, with a big nose and two teeth. He's got particularly googly eyes, but there you go. And then I've also done a first Wigton snake. So there's a nice snake, and you can see he's sticking his tongue out there, all to go on pencils. So I'll show you how to do a couple of them, but I'm sure you'll be able to do some inventions of your own too. So the first one I think I'll start with is the rabbit. So I'm going to do a red rabbit this time. So I've got myself, just because I've got a red pipe cleaner. So just to give you an idea how to do it, for the rabbit, you put the pipe cleaner in half. So that's fold it in two, and now it's half the length that it was. Then you get your pencil that you're going to take it round. I think I'll take this one round, this pink pencil, and you just hold it in your thumb. I know you might need a bit of help, but pipe cleaners are really good because they tend to stick where you put them. So all I've done is wrap that around a few times. It's got these bits here. Then I push it to the top of the pencil, and then these two bits, I'm going to twist them together. So it's kind of put a bit of a full stop to me twisting. So you can see these two bits here. And then with these two bits, I'm just going to point them upwards. So that way you could actually make a bit of a caterpillar there, couldn't you? In fact, thinking of it, in your kits we have, this is me just thinking ahead, we have a couple of beads. So there's nothing to stop you putting a couple of beads on there and maybe a little face or something. Maybe turn it into a butterfly. Have a little go. So we've got that far so far, and then we just bend one side down, and you just have to give it a little twist at the bottom just to kind of fasten it together. So that, you'll see, has made one rabbit's ear. Then the same with the other side. Bend it down. This is the opposite side now. And give it a little twist around. Again, just to fasten it off. And that's the rabbit's other ear. Now the great thing with pipe cleaners is that you can adjust them. You can maybe have one ear standing up, one ear sticking down. That's up to you. It's your little rabbit. So the next thing we've got to do with our rabbits is stick our googly eyes on. So you just have to be a little bit careful with the pipe cleaners, because they do sometimes have sharp bits that point out. So I'm going to lay my rabbit down on the table. I'll try and do him back here a little bit if you can see. Then I've just got some glue, and I'm just going to put a couple of blobs of glue where I'd like his eyes to go. You might put your eyes wherever. So I've got my eyes here, and I'm just going to stick them on with the glue. Put one there and one there. So there's my rabbit with his eyes on. But how does he smell? Terrible. Now, if you've got, a bit of an army joke there, if you've got some little teeny tiny little pom-pom type balls, you could use one of those for his nose, but I don't have any of those. But what I have got is some bits of crepe paper that came in an envelope, so I'm pretty sure you would have some of that. So what you can do with your crepe paper, you can roll it up, screw it up and squish it up, and really, really put it in between your fingers, and it'll make like a little teeny tiny ball of tissue paper. So I'll be able to show you that in a moment. Another blob of glue, or a glue dot, whichever you might have. I'm actually using the glue this week. And I've just put his tissue nose on. So there you go. Now it might be that you want to do some teeth for your rabbit as well. You don't have to do teeth, but in the kit we've got some card. This gets a little bit fiddly because the teeth are so teeny tiny by the time you get round to sticking them on your pencil topper that you have to be very, very good at collecting little things with your fingers, but you probably are anyway. And I'm going to put another little blob of glue just right underneath his nose. And then if I can actually get hold of this teeny tiny piece of card, you'll be able to see it in a little while. I'm going to stick that right under his nose. Now this glue hasn't even dried, so I hope it stays here when I stand him up. But there. So there's my rabbit. You can see with his ears and his eyes and his there and his tooth sticking down, because rabbits have got big teeth, a bit like beavers too. So there's my rabbit one. So I'm just going to put him to dry before his eyes drop off. I'll put him in my little bowl with all his friends. You go in there. Thank you. So the next one I'm going to show you how to make will be the snake. So for the snake, I've got 2 pipe cleaners. Now for this one, I did a first Wigton, okay, with the green and yellow, but I'm going to do purple and yellow this time. So I made sure my pipe cleaners are about the same length, and then all you have to do is twist them together. And when you twist them together, like so, that way they make a strong one and they hold together really well. So twist, 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 twist. And you've kind of made a double pipe cleaner that's now got 2 colours mixed together, which looks really good because a lot of snakes looks a little bit like our necker. And when you draw snakes, you tend to use a couple of colours, don't you? So there, out of my purple and yellow pipe cleaner, I've kind of made a super pipe cleaner now out of the 2 of them. So again, I'm getting my pencil first. I'm just going to make sure the end is really twisted together there, because that's going to be his tail end or her tail end. And I'm holding that quite low down near the pencil, and I'm going to just wrap it around, because snakes would wrap themselves around things, wouldn't they? So you can see it's wrapped around like that. And then I've got quite a bit on this side. So what I'm going to do with this side, I'm just going to start by bending them. And if you can see, I'm kind of curling them around. So this is going to make the snake's head. And you keep curling until you get almost back to the pencil. And then, because snakes have a little bit of a pointy head, you can kind of use your fingers to squish the circle a little bit. And it makes a head shape, like so. There. So there's your snake's head. So, next thing we need to do, I've also got a little bit of, now I had some red pipe cleaner, some sparkly pipe cleaner, and you can just snip a bit off the end. You just cut it off with scissors. So I just cut a little bit off at the end. And again, I'm going to fold that into half. And then at the end of your head that you've just twisted, you'll find there's a little gap. So I've fed that pipe cleaner through there, and I'm now twisting it so that it's going to make a tongue. And snakes have got like fork tongues, like so. Okay, so there, the snake has now got his tongue that's sticking out, but I still can't see, so I need to put some eyes on there. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on so, and I'm going to put that one on there. And there's one eye. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So just flip him over, another little bit of glue, and another eye to go on, like so. So now my snake can see. He's got 2 eyes. There. So that's my other animal. So I'll show you the other ones again in the jar. So we've now got 2 snakes. There we go. We've got a first Wigton snake and a purple and yellow snake. And of course, to move these onto pencil, you can just take the pencil off, and then you can put it onto another pencil or a pen. So that's 2 snakes And then with the dog, that was made the same as the rabbit, but instead of having the ears sticking up, I just stuck the ears down and I made a nose and did a red tongue just sticking out to the side. And then I'll remind you what the rabbit looked like. So that's very similar to the dog, only I put 2 long teeth at the front and stuck his ears up. He's got a blue nose. And then for the beaver, I just made a bit of a teddy bear shape. I think my parrot likes that one. And then I put the 2 teeth sticking down there. And then for the elephant, now I started off making the trunk first, and then I went round and I put the pipe cleaner around there to make the elephant and put his googly eyes on. So there you go, guys. Hope you have fun with those, and I'd love to see your photographs. See you later. Bye.